All right, time for our in-flight announcement. Greetings, passengers. Thank you for choosing Chaos Airlines. This is a direct flight to, well, let's not spoil the surprise. Allow me to explain the safety equipment on this vessel. In the event of decreased visibility, the lamps on your seats will blah blah blah. For emergency evacuation, feel free to fling yourself out of the vessel. You will be sent straight to heaven. Due to company policy, oxygen masks, life vests, and parachutes are not available. Our crew will attack passengers on sight. We ask that you run and hide if you hope to survive. In addition, their weapons are custom jobs. So, your immortality won't help you here. You'd be best off avoiding combat however you can. Oh, I almost forgot. Your time limit is... well, you'll find out soon enough. All right then, relax and enjoy the flight.
He's toying with us, screwing around like this.
What can we do? Would we be better off staying here?
Might be smarter than running around aimlessly.
Oh, oopsies. One last thing. Be on the lookout for our samurai. He can sense auras, so I wouldn't recommend waiting it out in your hiding places.
Samurai?
It can't be. Or I guess it could. So he made bullets out of your blade, huh?
Your technique is lacking. You rely too heavily on your immortality.
I get that a lot.
This won't do. You're too powerful.
A Nightless. So that old dandy isn't the only one left, huh?
Assault-type recon aircraft ready for launch.
Potemkin, this machine hasn't been flight tested yet. Our only testaments to its safety are simulations.
Then this will be its first test flight. You'd better record the data. Besides, I'm the only one who can pilot it anyway, right? Godspeed.
Okay, starting tomorrow, I'm hitting the gym.
Planning to get jacked by the end of your term?
I'd settle for not dragging you down right now. I want my weapon too. Let's head for the Oval Office.
Weapon? Vernon! What the? So you...
This guy's gonna need some more fuel.
Mr. Secretary?
Yeah?
The White House is currently moving in a straight line. At this rate, it will be directly above Neo Phoenix in 10 minutes.
That's a major city.
If, God forbid, the White House were to crash land there, what kind of damage would we be looking at?
Given its size, And factoring in the likelihood of explosions and fire, it may well wipe out the entire city.
There's not enough time to issue an evacuation order.
All we can do is pray that that's not what Chaos wants.
Dickinson, given that we cannot confirm the President's safety, we may want to start thinking about passing the office onto the VP.
No need for that. We know that the President's in there. And so long as the Toad stays out of the enemy's hands, we know that he's alive and kicking.
That's precisely why.
Pardon?
In the event that Chaos were to take a major city like Neo Phoenix hostage, do you think the President could make the decision to let them die?
Wait, you're not seriously. Are you suggesting we attack the White House?
That's one possibility.
The hell's wrong with you? Do you even realize what you're
The White House is a residence of our President and government itself. Attacking it would be an assault on its staff, as well as the heroes and dignitaries of each country. I know exactly what I'm saying.
That makes your suggestion all the worse. Are you planning a coup d'etat?
If he gets his hands on that Toad, you'll be wishing a coup was all we had to deal with. Though frankly, I'd rather have neither. However, if something terrible happens as a result of our hesitation, that would be negligence on our part.
Erica, he's got a point.
I know.
Oh, bitter. What do people like about this coffee stuff? You want the rest? Now this stuff's much more my speed.
I'm surprised. How did you know I was a coffee addict?
You just told me. You also just told me you're not a germaphobe.
What do you intend to do with the tome once you have it?
Jeez, people these days are always in such a rush to get answers. Think for yourself, for a change.
I don't like people who speak to an author as if they understand their work.
Well then. Right now, Eno is only half of herself. Oh, yeah, don't worry if you don't get it, that's just how it is. In order to get her other half back, we need the book's power. The end, that's all.
So that's what this is. You're trying to give Eno some sort of power. A power that will make her a greater threat than any missile. In any case, I'm going to have to give this back. I don't drink cold coffee.
What's this? Are we fighting?
That's up to you.
Oh, interesting. What's on your mind, bud?
Let's make a deal.
A deal?
There should be an aircraft nearby, ready to save us. Seeing as we haven't yet been boarded, I presume that the White House has an interception system in place. I would like you to temporarily disarm that system and release me and the other hostages in this room.
And what do I get out of this?
Nothing.
Funny. I've never heard of a deal like that before.
There's a first time for everything. Sole bad guy is aboard this ship, which means you're going to lose. That's your fate.
I don't like that word. Fate.
That makes two of us. I don't believe in coincidences either. Sol has saved the world many times. So many times that it would seem statistically impossible. And yet, it's the truth. The record should be enough to convince you of that. Fate is simply the most appropriate word I could think of. It's clear he's going to come out on top yet again.
So I give up my hostages and whatever info on me you possess.
It's the only way to improve your fortune. The lives of a few hostages are worth very little when weighed against the threat to the entire world. If I were to sacrifice everyone here in order to put the smallest little crack in your plan, Sol would see that crack and smash right through it.
And what if I blow your head off right now?
You'll lose a hostage and some ammo. That's all.
Oh, you are good.
Confirming safe departure of the rescue craft. The Third King called us to confirm that the dignitaries of all countries except the United States are unharmed.
He released the hostages? What is Chaos thinking?
He really let us go?
We aren't the main characters in his play. He didn't need us. This may be hard to swallow, but Chaos is only here to have fun.
Regardless, your quick thinking saved us. I'm deeply grateful.
I don't deserve your gratitude. I put everyone's lives at risk for my own goal.
Then what did you...
Chaos made a call from the ship, even though all transmissions were supposed to be restricted.
Yes, and?
I've been called the King of Groundwork. And I can't stand coffee.
It's so lonely in here. I should have kept Daryl, at least. Yep, still bitter.
We've received a report from the Third King. It would seem that during his escape, he jacked the enemy's transmission device.
What? Is that true?
I wouldn't expect any less. He's a shrewd one.
Let's get our talking points together fast.
Do we have an analysis of the facilities?
The Pentagon and ZEP are working on it as we speak. Though they haven't fully analyzed the PEOC area or the steering system yet.
And the White House's route?
They've passed through Neo-Phoenix airspace without incident and are continuing in a straight line.
That's a relief.
It is odd. If it were me, I would make use of everything at my disposal. If the President can run away until they're out of fuel, that wouldn't benefit Chaos.
But what if it would?
Chip?
Yo, Erica!
When did you...
Friend of yours? Hold on. Chip? As in president of the Eastern Chip Kingdom?
Officially speaking, no.
Don't sweat the small stuff. I came to vanquish a demon, but it looks like my target ran far out of my reach. So that transmission is our lifeline.
Dickinson, I promise I'll get him out of here shortly. But before I do, could you spare a minute to hear him out? Shouldn't take long.
First off, I don't plan on making any deals with this Chaos punk.
What do you mean?
Can you imagine what he's going to use the tome for?
I assume he'll be using it as a weapon somehow?
That's what someone with demands would do. Or a guy with a grudge. Either way, they'd have made a statement by now, right? So, the way I see it, no matter what it is Chaos wants, he can finish it up there.
How can you be so sure?
If the White House stays on this course, they'll eventually cross the border. Given your national responsibility and the whereabouts of the tome, you'll have to shoot him down first. So why hasn't this guy made any demands?
You think he wants us to blow him up?
I don't get it. Why would being shot down?
It gets rid of the guy protecting the book. Pretty convenient solution if you can't die.
He can't die.
Anji?
Forgive me for the sudden interruption. I'll save the introductions for another time. Truth is, I've been pursuing Chaos for many years. In the interest of time, I'll be direct. He is that man. Rather, That man was a title created because nobody knew where the blame really lay. But it applied to more than one person. The Gearmaker and one other. He's a monster who wreaked havoc during the Crusades by possessing people in his spirit form.
Tell everyone in there that they're on a time limit.
Was that a good idea? If he knows we no longer have hostages, the President may attempt to escape. Why not detach the PEOC now?
Why?
What do you mean, why? I don't understand you. Your plan is nothing but detours. For one thing, why am I able to question your actions like this?
You wouldn't be a good scriptwriter, you know that?
I see.
Oh, just one more thing, while you're here. You would make one hell of an actor. Ever see that play about the double agent? You look just like the leading man.
I see.
So why don't we make you a triple agent?
Any chance there's another route?
Could we use that?
You sure?
He's the tallest president we've ever had.
Where to next? Left or right?
Right, but... down is faster. Here we are.
Are these... Huh, don't see that every day. Spiritus Type 48. A stupidly big battery with poor energy conversion efficiency.
If we set all these off, we could blow chaos away, along with the whole damn White House.
I can do you one better. I just removed the limiter. Now this alone could take out the White House. If I did it for all of them, we could destroy half the globe.
How dangerous are these things?
The more zeal they use, the more they can sell them for. Doesn't make them perform any better, though. Arms dealers are a tricky bunch.
I had a bad habit of breaking promises with my daughter to focus on work. You wouldn't believe how mad that little girl got. Wasn't afraid to cuss me out over it, too. Where'd she learn that kind of language, I wonder? I swear, my wife would have fainted if she lived to hear it. But last time I flaked, she sent me a letter. Good luck with work, it said. To be honest, it was a relief. I knew my little girl was just trying to be thoughtful, but even so, it felt like a weight off my shoulders. Great. That's one fight I don't need to have, I thought. But now, I wish we could have had that talk, even if it was just a fight. Why did I become president? What did I want to protect?
Sometimes you tear apart your house looking for your keys, only for someone else to find them in a second. That ever happen to you? And sure, they might get annoyed or make fun of you. But no matter how things ended up, everyone involved could clearly see that you were giving everything you had. Even if your ideal future had wheels attached, all you could do would be to push or pull it.
No way. Are you trying to cheer me up? Gearmaker?
Frederick?
Did you make this call?
No, it seems to be some sort of special open channel.
Is the president there?
Dickinson.
Oh, thank God you're safe.
How did you restore the communication lines?
That's not important right now. First, I have some good news. The hostages have been safely evacuated, all thanks to the Third King.
Really?
Wily bastard.
But please, Mr. President, tell us how you're doing.
Our pursuers have gotten aggressive. It's getting difficult to stay hidden.
I see. All right. Please listen closely to what I'm about to say. The White House is currently en route to the border of Old Mexico.
What?
Right now, the White House is essentially a flying bomb. I've got no doubt that it'll be shot down if it enters a neighboring country's airspace. Not only will we lose the symbol of our country, but we'll have no control over who ends up with the tone. We need to shoot down the White House ourselves before that happens.
How much time do we have?
At its current speed, about 50 minutes.
He's written the hell out of this script. Knowing what we know, we can either surrender or destroy the PEOC after it's been shot down. Either way, Chaos comes out on top.
Did you know about him being immortal, Soul?
Yep.
Spares me an explanation. Even if you run into Chaos, do not engage. We're looking for a way to get you out of there, so just hang on until we find one.
You really think there's a way out?
Considering that the White House is an aircraft, there's gotta be escape pods.
Any idea where?
The PEOC, most likely. It's nothing but locks within locks. A regular Matryoshka doll. And the codes are in a language I've never seen.
Sounds like we're in for a long 50 minutes.
Got any other info on Chaos?
We do, but...
Chip?
Hey, this is just my gut feeling, so don't get your hopes up.
Better than nothing.
Is that giant samurai guy up there too?
He is. And he's a pain in the ass.
I'm not sure, but I think he knows Chaos's weakness.
He what?
I'm not just blowing smoke here. Listen, I saw Chaos too. He defies all common sense. The guy's just in this for the thrill, and he's intentionally giving everyone a chance to kill him.
So you're saying I need to get the samurai to talk?
I have followed the will of my teacher for long enough. I'll fight too.
What?
I'm not sure if I can pull it off, but I'll try to take control of the aircraft. I'll buy you some time. Focus on finding the escape pods.
Understood.
He's got 100 years of experience on me. Can I make up the difference?
Oh, Daryl! You should have told me you were an actor.
What the? They're altering our route!
Here we go.
The White House is decelerating and has started to turn.
Pulled it off!
Hopefully he can maintain control until they can land.
Looks like they realized where we were heading. And if he's making a move now... So, Oscar, you finally remembered me.
It's been quite a long time, teacher. This isn't how I imagined our reunion. What in the world happened to you? Where have you been? Why are you trying to grant Eno power?
I remember teaching you to ask one question at a time. Well, I've got one for you, too. You know the White House's even bigger secret, don't you? What was your plan, I wonder?
You taught me not to answer a question with a question. What changed you?
Humans can't stay sane in isolation. Gave me a few epiphanies, though. What do you think a sane person is, anyway?
Someone who wouldn't try to take over the White House.
Should I be proud you've learned to banter? Let me rephrase the question. Say someone is locked up in a small, pure white room with no doors or windows. For a year, no, maybe even longer. They've got food and drink, no illnesses or injuries. They can even make calls to whomever they'd like. A voice speaks to them from above. You must not leave. No one else can, so you mustn't either. Then one day a door to the outside suddenly appears. And now my question, what would a sane person do? The way I see it, this era is making a ton of these white rooms.
There's certainly a better solution than breaking down the walls.
You've learned to talk back.
You're not the only one who's changed. I've become the devil.
You must reconsider the risk this poses to mankind. You dare stand against humanity?
You're...
the universal will. A robot of your own creation. I became human so that I might understand humanity. My mission was the realization of eternal joy for all mankind. But I made the wrong choice and failed to see my mission through.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. But were you always this nice?
The poison within me left when you did.
Poison, really?
You are unbearably pure. Eno's other half is formed of mankind's wishes. Undiluted spirit. Both the evil that denies our existence and the justice that affirms our lives. That and writhing, unthinking malice. Tell me then, have you discovered your path?
There's no answer to that. Mankind is not a collective of humans, but just one single element of humanity. And hell, the definition of human is hazy at best.
So you choose to agitate the situation after all. If Eno transcends the concept of time, she could become the creator of the world. We may be consumed by a paradox.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not here to win or lose. I'm just here to be here. What?
This power, it can't be you. You're Eno's other half.
You're so perceptive with everything but relationships.
But why? If you do this, you'll disappear in the end too. Why would you go so far to help Eno?
You still don't get it, do you? You still think of me and Eno as your enemies. Thought I taught you to be open-minded. Eno was born in a white room, and she's been looking for the exit this whole time. She can pretend to be human, but her feelings dried up long ago. She shows us where humans are headed. Led with an eternal, insatiable thirst, affirming ourselves removes all meaning. When everything became possible, we lost our ability to accomplish anything. But she still says she wants a future. If this world holds value, I will show it to her at all costs! Right now, I exist!
Is it normal to feel earthquakes in the sky?
Only when you're hungover. In this case, though, that's our course changing. Looks like chaos got the better of him.
Damn it!
Don't move.
Stayed put for too long.
So, you move and Vernon takes a bullet. Don't get too close. It would seem his right arm is a weapon.
I know. Stay there and slowly lift both of your arms.
Soul. Brown bears don't give birth to pandas. Football is going to save the world!
Huh?
Here they are! Run! So, stay away! Get behind a pillar! Projectiles are bullshit!
You all right?
Well, I'm not about to tell you we're gonna be fine.